Hey guys, welcome back to Akah and Claire.
Never gets old.
I wonder if people actually do the same clap with us while they watch. Do you do it? If you do it, you're a real G. Do it today. It's like an ad. It's your laugh.
How are you guys?
Fine. You haven't asked me how I am today, but thank you.
Fine. I've not asked you how you are today.
Have you? Have you though?
Clay.
Okay, you didn't ask me though.
That's all I've been asking.
In your mind.
I asked you.
You did use your words. You probably spoke in
my
tongues.
me, my this, my that.
No.
Did I even give you massage?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you asked me.
I asked. I said, hope you're okay. There was a time that you were doing your face. I said, babe, so everything's okay. Are you okay?
Maybe all that happened in your mind.
I asked you if you're okay. You now told me that, it's that time of the month. This and
Okay. But you were only asking me because you're like, I need you to ginger for today's vlog. You're not asking me because
that's you building your own scenarios and building your own stories.
So what did you now say after?
The fact is that
what did you say?
How you are today.
And what did you say after I told you? What was what did you now say after I told you?
Whatever I said was enough to comfort you.
You didn't say anything. Anything. You were just like,
If somebody asks you how are you say you are fine, what would they now say?
Did I say I'm fine? I told you I'm having cramps. I told you that I'm tired. I told you what is wrong with you.
Sorry.
You didn't say
magnesium.
Akah, you didn't say sorry.
First of all, I didn't ask. Now I didn't say sorry.
It's okay.
Anyways, guys, before she and I make this video about our rants this morning, today's video is going to be we're going to be talking about something that I think that we're on this journey with you guys, but it's about like the importance of family history.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important, because I feel like Africa in general, we don't keep records. We don't keep records of documents of anything. And I think that it's one of the reasons why we are where we are today. Because for me, I feel like it's very important for people to know where they come from, what happened before they got here. I
feel like only the elite Nigerians actually know this, and they will go to their family house and see photos of great grandpa, and maybe because some of them could even afford to have photos, and then you see those. Okay, this one was a lawyer, this one was part of the government, but not many Nigerians are even that privileged.
To be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it would be a disservice to our ancestors to say they didn't document. They did.
In ways.
But their method their materials, the materials that they used to document wasn't paper.
Yeah.
And wasn't digital.
Photos,
So in the abroad, they used paper and pen because they had that technology. But we used cloth, we used ashoke, we used material, we used walls of
even objects.
Objects. We did, document on objects, cloth though was the way we could imprint history messages of our history, of our people, but as time came and then everybody said they want to start wearing suits, we started losing, value for our material and also, of course, discarded most of those things. But I feel like it's very important for people to know history, because if you don't know history,
then who are you really?
You don't know who you are, because you must know what happened before to see and recognize patterns that are happening now, so that you can make informed decisions on what will happen
the future.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, even in school, in design, they always say you can't design anything innovative if you're not referencing the past. So it's very important. And personally, I'm a sucker for history, and you could tell from even our choice of film
and research.
I love history. I love research. I have some properties in my house that were for my grandma. When she was relocated to the US, I was like, no, this teacup I'm taking, this shot glass I'm taking, this flower vase I'm taking, because I want to just
photos.
Sentimental things too,
Old photos of her grandparents.
Some people I don't even know.
She has photos of her mom when she was little. Claire is very, very particular and sentimental about those things. Me, on the other hand, I love those things, but I just don't have them. I just feel like I come from a line of people who don't document the proper way. So, like, how many of your extended family members do you know?
I know plenty. I remember, like, just what was it, a few days ago, I was like, I feel like this guy is my family member. I feel like this guy definitely is a family member. Like, how are you randomly scrolling on socials and you're like, I resonate with this guy so his energy. And to be honest, they even look alike.
I'm telling you, like, I've seen people who look like me. Like, I've had crazy DMs, and people are like, "Oh my god, they say I'm your look alike. Oh my god, we look alike." And I look at them, and I'm like, "Truly, we look alike," but no. But this guy, there was something that I was just like,
even with personality,
I know something. Like, there's something
like a
there.
string somewhere,
And she was like, "Oh my god, you guys actually even look alike." I didn't know we looked alike, but she was like,
just a little.
But it was just that the fact that there was no way I could actually verify on my own, and then if I want to verify, I have to now start
calling one
thing. What's his name? I don't know his name because his Instagram name is different from his real name in life. So I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
But Claire also has like good record of like extended family.
Yeah.
Claire's like there's a calendar like
we do like yearly annual calendars of
side of the family.
From my side of the family of everyone. So everyone's new photos. So for example, we'll take photos from our Instagram, everybody's like personal lives, and we update it every year. So any newborn child goes in there, you know, people who have passed, we put a halo on their head, you know. So it's pretty much interesting, you know.
Yeah, it is very interesting. And I have a lot of extended family. My dad has a lot of siblings, and they also have a lot of kids, like siblings from even other mothers. My mom too has siblings, and then they have kids. I don't know everybody. I don't even know my uncle and aunties. Like, I don't even know some of my step grandmas.
Step grandma. That's another thing.
That's even deep, you know. So like, I mean, I know them, but I don't even know their names. There's just no way of even like
verifying
keeping track of extended family.
I even feel like for most people, they are more aware of family members from the mother's side than they are of the father's side. It's like father's side, there was that video that was even trending where they were like, any bad thing that's happening in your house, in your life, is from the father's side. Did you see that?
I've seen it.
It was hilarious because a lot of the people in the comment section were like, yeah, there's one auntie or one uncle, if they come and stay with you and they were from their father's side, something, you'll be hearing something in the night. Which is crazy, but yeah.
But yeah, I think that, you know, having both sides of the family, maternal, paternal, well documented, and knowing, tracing that lineage or lineage or ancestry is very important. And it's very cool. I think apart from it being important, it's
cool,
cute.
yeah. But some people be like, I'm already going through a lot. My family did not help me to do anything. Like, what's important?
Okay, so now that me and you now like have married now, like I feel like that's extended. What of nuclear? Like so, and then actually cases of nuclear family that is even 2 tribes.
Yeah.
So you come from Yoruba, I come from like I don't even think it matters. It's just you have your family, I have my family. We come together into one. It does matter.
It does matter
because you have to
also different cultures.
Yes, cultures, dynamics, and all of those things.
And we are watering it down.
We are not watering
with our family
now.
We're now causing like we're blending cultures.
But the truth is, are we actually blending cultures? Because I don't even know my culture. You don't know your culture.
I do.
And when last did you go to Osun State?
It's not about going to Osun State.
When last did you speak Yoruba?
In my house yesterday. What are you talking about?
Does your daughter know how to speak Yoruba?
She's 3 years old. She understands what I say.
Do you speak Yoruba to your daughter?
Yes, occasionally.
Not occasionally, sparingly.
Akah, occasionally.
That's
the occasions are when she needs to be corrected.
It's only hair.
And which is a daily occasion.
Not somehow.
No, that's not what I say.
That is all Claire says.
What's mean of masomo? I don't even say that. That doesn't have any like.
Yeah, but you say something, Sha. What do you say?
Yeah, it's not just one thing I say. I say a couple of words.
But your daughter hears Yoruba only when you want to correct her. When you're warning her.
No. We also do body parts in Yoruba. Come on.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Really? Does she know?
And she knows she knows food in Yoruba too.
Amaland.
Of course. What's the way doing in English?
Leaf soup.
Come on.
Greens.
What's amala in English?
Greens.
You should at least know that one.
Plantain flour.
It's not just plantain. It's
Yam flour.
Yeah, you see, so it's Yoruba. And we speak it.
That's just the name of the food.
But we speak it.
But I also think that, even like the importance of us, even, if we say, we cannot even do like extended family, we can start to build our own family, tree, and try and trace it back as far back as possible. But us having our own, because I feel like me and you are going to make a difference in the world.
Yeah.
So strong, so hard.
Nanny dynasty.
Our children's children, like, they need to have that record. And I think that what we're doing is actually even beautiful, like keeping digital footprint on the internet.
Yeah.
Like my children will never wonder how our daddy behaved or how our grandpa behaved.
Because it's all on the interweb.
They can go on the internet and check this guy out. They can see how he behaves, his thought patterns on politics, on culture. They can see how he, was an actor in several. Like, that's me documenting myself.
Yeah, and
kids.
even saying that, it's also very important that I think a lot of people, when they're on social media, are not really thinking about what they're putting out and how we can influence their generations.
Right.
The internet is actually not going to go away.
Right.
So you're there now putting out nudes, it leaks,
digital footprints.
That's footprints your children are gonna see.
Yeah. And I think that is even more important for us to also, like, because this even makes me even go into the spiritual connotations of even like history. Mm-hmm. Like when you know who you are. Because I feel like even spiritually, the reason why they call it lineage is because it's one line. Mm-hmm. And when it's one line, it's actually one person. It's one man. It's one blood. They call all of us sons of Adam. We are all Adam. One man sinned and everybody entered. Yeah. Because we all came from him. And I feel like also when God said he was going to bless David and mentioned a couple of blessings, there were some blessings that David did not actually see fulfillment in his
own life, that his children saw it. Preach, baby.
But God brought that promise. You cannot say God lied or God didn't bring it to pass because David didn't see it. No, his children saw it. So God was true. So I feel like we are one person, and it's important for us. The import of that is that when we know what our fathers did,
and what
who they are,
we
know who we are going to be, or we know who we are. We see patterns.
Yeah.
If fathers did this, it's likely that we will do this for our children.
Yeah, and so we gives us context even on how to pray, how to begin to behave, things to do, things to avoid.
Also even health.
Yeah, definitely.
The health implications. When
this person died
from diabetes. This other one died from diabetes. You say, oh, 3 generations.
Yeah.
Then you begin to watch out on how you live your life. And I think that even as a country, the reason why Nigeria keeps making the same mistakes and keeping the same cycle and patterns because we don't keep record, we don't have history, we don't know history, we don't know what this same president did 28 years ago, 40 years ago when he was only 20 years old, how he made those policies, what happened in the country. We just keep making the same because when he comes back with a new whitewashed image, we're like, the best for us. So I think it's very important for us to keep so I think I'm going to do that. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share our video with family and friends that you know.
Right. So even one of the things that I feel like is important to keep records for is because it helps us avoid making mistakes.
You used to say so somebody doesn't go and marry someone. In the same
because
family.
Before in the olden days, family will go and do investigation, go into that family, go to that village, they go and check, so those mistakes are avoidable. But now
we find each other online and we marry.
Online. I'll tell my parents later. Some people don't even carry blessings of parents, or some people their parents are actually even lazy. They're just like, you are nice. He comes to visit a few times. He proposed, he has money, okay, marry. And then you just go and marry your sister, your cousin, or your brother. This kind of thing, just keeping record will stop you from making mistakes.
Yeah.
That's simple,
And then there is also the fact that our generation isn't necessarily seeing family as important anymore, especially some people that have jackpot. Once they move to another country, they're like, now I'm a new creation, all things have passed away. They cut people off. They say you should cut off. You know, once somebody starts to call you to say, you don't remember me, Auntie Janet, from, you're like, Auntie Jehu. And you block the person. There's a lot of blocking going on. You know, I'm recreating who family is to me. You know, family are friends who stick closer than a brother. You know,
be there recreating.
Recreating family tree. But yeah, I mean, I'm taking my own sub here, you know, because truly there are some aspects of family that really you personally feel like you don't need to associate with. You know, your daddy's cousin, brother's friend, you know, not friend, but like, we get extended, and especially when you're like a popular figure. Some people that know that they are your relation, now all of a sudden spring up from nowhere and want to start building a relationship with you that cannot really hold water, or you are even struggling to see the importance. So, but at the end of the day, family is family.
And there's something that you actually even picked up, like you said, like the elites of a nation know who they are.
Yeah, they always know
who they are because they are traced to the history. So like when you see all these great houses in Nigeria, in London, in the US, it's the same.
Yeah.
They have portraits
in the
of
world.
their great grandfather. They have portraits of their fathers. They have portraits of their grandfather or their grandma, what they did and what they didn't. Like they can trace, our father was the one who stoned, the first person to stone Aromila, or the first person to start a church in our village.
Yeah.
Like those things give people pride.
And even opens doors for people.
Yes.
Opportunities, like,
you know. So for me, like, this is something that I even need to take seriously in my life, because Claire, like, your family is doing a good job already, but I think like it's something that I even want to like champion in my family. Like I will even chase it to like my uncles, my aunties, my cousins, everybody, my mother's siblings, everybody. Or let's build our family tree. Something I really truly want to do.
Yeah, and it even starts with like there are little things that you can do. I know a lot of families have WhatsApp groups where they put like nuclear family in there, extended family. That's a step forward. So you don't feel like, okay, you're not doing anything, your family. WhatsApp group is a step forward, but we can take it a little bit further with actually creating experiences together, family hangouts. The Americans do this thing where they do Thanksgiving and family comes together, especially since the lockdown. A lot of people have been very conservative, very separate, we'll be in an apartment flat and people aren't necessarily interacting together. But I think you can now take the extra step to do maybe a travel to Cotonou as a family, trying to create scenarios that can bring and allow bonding to happen is very important for life.
We need to know who we are, know ourselves, and grow in that bond. And I think that the final thing I'll say about this, and why I think it's going to be very important for me to do this, is because the God I serve is a God who keeps record. Yeah. Like when you look at the book of Chronicles, they chronicle the lineage.
See.
This person gave birth to this person, and Eliezer was the son of.
And sometimes you're even reading it and you're like, your brain is even skipping the names. Like, why is this important? But it is really important.
And it has to be. But the truth is that one point, the reason why it's so important is because Bible scholars know that is what gives the Bible authenticity and validity. Yes. It is traceable. It is true. When you go to the history books, when you go to the book of Kings, like the history of kings in Israel, then it's chronicled. That's how people know that the Bible no lie. Yeah. They can trace the lineage of Jesus to David, and they knew that actually he has fulfilled prophecy because the king who was to come from the line of David. Yeah. So I just feel like, we're doing this, but how do I start? Well,
there are plenty platforms that you could use, but there's one that I know.
Are you serious?
That you can actually use. I found it recently.
Let's start. Where is my laptop? So I'm going to log on to
FamilySearch.org.
Search.org right now. And yay!
Oh, this is cute.
That's really cute. Look at him.
Bring to life your family's history.
This is dad.
Really, and it looks like.
Look so cute. you know, start discovering your family story. Ooh. Discover your family story through historical records. To be honest, like this is something beautiful we can give our children's children.
Yeah. And
my God.
gosh. And I also like, even after doing this, we could print it out, and I like making scrapbooks and stuff.
This is so good. This is so good. So I'm going to sign in. Oh, no, I can't sign in because I'll
create
sign
an
up.
account.
How to create an account? And then, all right. So guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and start creating fun, documentation of my family, of our history, and myself and Claire will do this together.
Yeah.
And I think you should. So I'm going to invite you guys to go on
FamilySearch.org
and make sure that you create an account or log in if your family has already done one, but you have been lackadaisical about it. Log in, and I think that you should start building your family tree.
Yeah, and it doesn't take long.
Yes, contribute to your family story, and I think it's an amazing memorabilia that you will be glad you did and give to your kids.
Yep, you can even print it, frame it.
Yeah.
Put it in your house.
Mm-hmm. And I think we'll do that too.
Yeah.
Because you want to do it.
Because I want to do it.
All right, guys. This is our gift from Akah to you. Bye, guys.